Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another video on this channel. Welcome to Daylight, y'all. Welcome to Daylight. We ain't been in Daylight in a long time. Let me know if you're from a different country or a different state, because I know not every state in the US does the time change, the daylight savings and all that. I'm in California. I hate it. I'd be ready to wrap up the day by 5. And at 5, I still be at work. Thank you guys for all the love and attention on the last video. Shout out to the men who hated it. Your contributions, whether that's a comment, a like, a dislike, a view, still adds to pushing the video. So thank you so much. And if you guys haven't watched it, you should check it out. Anyways, today we are back with a story time. Another little lighthearted story time, y'all. Again, every time I'm like, I feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about, like what even happened, blah, blah, blah. Something always pops up, y'all. This story time was probably when I was around, I don't even know, like maybe middle school, maybe a little bit before that. I don't know. But if y'all see videos like the last one I did, or y'all see how I clap back at men who talk to me crazy or are disrespectful on Instagram, after you finish watching this video, it's going to make a lot of sense why I'm like that, because I've come from a long line, a long generation of women who don't give. Okay, and this video shows it. I'm a Scorpio woman. Hey, her birthday's in a couple days. My mom is a Scorpio woman, and my granny, who enters this story, is a Pisces woman. So we're gonna set the scene, like I said, back to when I was a kid. This was at least 10 years ago. I'm about to be 23 in a couple days. And I remember me and my cousin, shout out to her. I'm gonna have her watch this to see if she remembers this story, bro. But I'm gonna change the names just because of whatever. Okay, granny, or I'll just call her cousin. So I'm at my granny's house with my cousin, and I don't remember if we were just, I feel like we were sleeping over there, because me and my cousin and my grandma and my cousin live in the same city. I don't. I live over an hour away. So I remember sometimes to spend time with my cousin, we would like have sleepovers at my grandma's house to, just like hang, chat, key, right? And so I almost every time I feel like I'm like alone with my grandma. Well, not even alone, but just like around her without like all the other adults. I just remember the more I grew up, the more she spilled the tea. Y'all, like I remember she would just be spilling the tea on stuff I had no idea about, because it either happened when I was like super small or when I was not born yet. And also, I'm one of her younger grandchildren. My grandparents on my mom's side have a million grandchildren because they have 7 kids, 6 boys. My mom is the only girl, and my mom is the youngest. So I got cousins, babe. I got like most of the cousins that are like closer to my age could be like my cousin's cousins. Like there's so many like generations on that side every time I go somewhere, but I'm on the younger side of her like grandchildren, like that generation. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. I remember her telling me that like one family member who I knew by one name, his name was something else, and then she was she was telling me to like call him that name because he hates it. And she was telling me about how like this one time this other family member raised some kids that weren't even his, and he didn't. I remember she just used to vent, and she's so real for that. I love the gossip just like my granny. So I remember it's a random summer, me and cousin, who was like the same age as me, are having a sleepover, and we're just talking to my granny. Like before we get our alone time to key, we're talking to my granny, and she is like venting to us about like some recent family tea, some recent family drama. Y'all know, like I said, I love how like the older you get, the more they start, oh, he did what? He did that? Like, I love it. And, but this was not no like king matter. It was like kind of sad. So basically, I'm gonna give this family member the name Ted. I don't feel like I know anyone in my family named Ted, but watch there be someone named Ted, because there's so many of us. Maybe someone I haven't even met. I don't know, but his name gonna be Ted. So Ted was one of those family members that's like, I didn't really know him. Like, I seen him every once in a while. He was not someone that was at every event at my granny's house, every cookout, but he was like my grandma's generation. Like he was like her age, just so you know, 'cause we got to get into sex, right? So she was telling me how she was really upset about us, or telling me and my cousin about how she was really upset about a situation with Ted. Basically, um, Ted was someone that like my mom knew growing up, but like I said, I kind of, it was just like, hey, whenever I seen him, he knew I was my mom's kid. Like a lot of people, y'all know how black people be like, oh, you're so and so's baby, you're so and so's baby. I didn't really know him like that, but he knew my mom. So I don't know. I think my mom might have gone to like this funeral or something. Basically, Ted's wife passed away. And I don't, like I said, I barely knew Ted, so I didn't really remember Ted's wife. But I guess like the whole lore behind them was like they were together, they had kids, they broke up, but then I guess when their adults were, I mean, when their kids became adults, they actually got back together and remarried. And they were like happily back together, twin flaming for like 2 or so years. And then Ted's wife and like mother of his children passed away, right? So I don't think I knew her. I probably met her, I don't know, but I think I had like heard about it, right? And my granny really, really liked Ted's wife. Like she was a fan, she was happy when they got remarried, all of that. Like a lot of people in my family were. I mean, that's the OG, that's the mother of his kids, right? So apparently, not long after Ted's wife, mother of his children, whatever, passed away, like I guess he got remarried. And he got remarried. I know like a lot of people in the family gave him the cold shoulder. At the time, like I said, I was a kid. I didn't know why. So I'm like, I don't know if it's because um they don't like that he did it that fast or if it's because of person. I think it was both. So my granny keeps telling me the lore, and she's like, she's going in, she's cussing. She's like, I really don't like this whole situation that he married this new girl. And he was saying because basically this girl was someone that he had a past too with, I guess, like before the wife passed away. And I don't know, like my granny wasn't a fan. She wasn't a fan. Like I said, my granny was a fan of the wife that passed away. So she was like, they're just so messy for like getting married, and then especially you being someone from, like, she just died, and then also the fact that it's someone from his past. And I guess she just wasn't a fan of the new wife, like knowing her before the whole marriage happened, like when they used to date or whatever, or the fact that they married so quickly after someone just passed away. Mind you, I don't know the exact timelines because, like I said, I was a kid, I wasn't all in the mix. Like, she was putting me all in the mix, but yeah. So it was a sad, messed up situation. Me and my cousin are just like, oh wow, like that's crazy. And again, I think me and my cousin don't really know like this family member that much. Like we know like what Ted looks like, but so then my granny starts pulling up the receipts. Y'all know old people love Facebook. They love the Facebook, right? They love the Facebook. So my granny pulls up her tablet, her phone, whatever on Facebook, and she's showing us this new wife. And she's saying, like, I don't like her. She's so snobby. She acts weird whenever she comes around. She's ugly. Just going in like she really did not like her. And she was just showing me and my cousin different pictures, like the wedding pictures and pictures on her Facebook. And she's just like, she's so like she doesn't like her. She was mad at the situation. And then this is where the key comes in. This is where the key comes in. Because like I said, the whole situation, someone passing away, all that was not funny. This is where the story becomes. So we're scrolling, she's showing us all these things. My granny's talking and stuff. And she's like, like, look at her. She looks like this. She looks like that. Why she look like that? Like my like y'all wanna know why I'm so quick and I'm so funny with the roast I say? Because I come from women like her. And so she's saying whatever, she looks ugly, what's up with her hair, blah blah blah. And she's just like, write that. So me and my cousin were looking at each other like, what do you mean write it? And you know, old people like how like they do social media and stuff, but they don't know like how much to, they're not very like active, you know? And she's like, type it. Like type that she looks like this and that she looks ugly. So me and my cousin are just like laughing, but y'all, my granny is dead serious. She's like, type it. Yeah, write that. So we're just laughing. We're like, okay, right? Type that she looks like this. She's like, yeah, type it. Cause she does look like that. We're like, yeah. And when I tell you, it was at least 3 posts. She's like, now go to the next one. She's like, she look a mess in this one too. Write this. Oh, like me and my cousin are laughing because it's actually so funny that like we thought she was playing, but she was dead serious. Like she was waiting. She was waiting for someone to give her the materials. So me and my cousin, we're writing about her hair. We're writing that she's ugly and stuff like that. Yo, where literally we did this for like 3 posts, and she's like, okay, yeah, like, yeah. She's just like, I just had to get that off my chest. I really don't like her. I really don't like the situation. She's weird. The whole situation is weird. And so y'all might think that was the end of it. Me and my cousin are laughing. We can't believe we did that. Like, y'all, I don't even comment. I mean, I was a kid, so I didn't really care. But even as an adult, I don't necessarily like ever comment on people's looks. Like, I like to insult their intelligence. But hey, either route works. Either route works, right? In the way my grandma was talking about her basically being weird and waiting on someone to die and swoop back in and whatever, she sounded like she deserved it. So we just did what we were told. So you might have thought that was the end of it. Me, my cousin, my granny were still talking in the living room. And again, old people still use the phones that you could pick up. I mean, I think both my grandparents do have a cell phone, but like majority of the time if I want to call them, I'm gonna call the house phone still, right? The phone rings. Why is she so calculated? The way my granny was already like, she wasn't just like, go pick up the phone, see who it is. She's like, don't go pick it up. Like, just go look on the thing and see who it is, right? And we're gonna call her Cruella, right? Because that's basically how my granny was describing her, like the vibes, even like how she looked and dressed, it was giving Cruella. And we were like, yo, it says Cruella. My granny, like, she's like, don't answer it. Yo, when I tell you, this lady, like modern day of someone pressing you like in your DMs or like cussing you out or something, back then 10 years ago in like old people terminology, bro, on the phone, she kept like, y'all, she called at least like 4 times. We keep going. It's like Cruella, Cruella, Cruella. And then my grandma's just like, shit, I'll just answer it. Because mind you, it's not that my granny was scared. It's never that. It's never that. But I think it was just like she didn't want to deal with it. Like she just wanted to be smart and petty and move on with her day, which exactly. That's just how I am. But anyway, so she goes and like picks up the phone, which is like kind of in the other room or at least on the other side of the wall, but she's still messy. She doesn't close it or anything. She still lets her granddaughters be included. And y'all, I can hear this phone call where she's literally like, what's your problem? Like, why are you commenting stuff like that on my page? Why are you doing all this? Why don't you like me? And my granny's just saying the same thing back. I don't like you. I don't like people who act like mistresses and wait around for people to die. I'm like, they're just going at it. She's like, I don't care. It's the truth. You do look like y'all wonder why I'm like this. Y'all wonder why I'm like this because I have a granny that stands 10 toes down on what she says, and I follow in her footsteps. Okay. And yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all know how conversations go when it's two women who are not in a space to be productive about like the issue. They're just going back and forth. My granny's just like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I typed that. I don't even think she threw us under the bus either. It was like they typed. I think she was 100% like, yeah, I said that because that's how I felt. I don't like you, blah blah. I don't know. I don't know how long that call, but I just remember me and my cousin were listening, king, y'all, and that was it. After she finally picked up and stood on business, um, we just had a normal day for the rest of the day. Y'all, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Y'all wonder why I'm like this. This is in my ancestry to be petty. Okay? I don't even know who in my family knows this story. But it was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. And that is the time I helped my grandma cyberbully someone. Y'all, like, I don't know. Ask me how this just popped into my head. I don't know. I don't know. My grandma's so real, y'all. If you don't know, like, if you've been here long enough, I was literally dating someone last year. It was so weird. And I just remember, like, I'm really not the bring you around my family. You have to my family immediately. I'm so in love with you. Like, to me, it's just like when it happens, it happens. I'm not pressed. Like, I keep like lovers, friends, family very separate unless they naturally cross over. But I remember this man wanted to come to Christmas so bad, and I was at my grandma's house. And my grandma was like super sweet to him, cracking jokes with him and stuff. And then I literally remember my mom telling me the next day, she was like, your grandma was not fucking with him. She was like, he was saying how he has such a weird vibe. And he did. Because we broke up 2 months later. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, y'all. I literally remember seeing this Cruella lady in person. Like, I probably had something at my granny's house later. And she just, I mean, I felt the vibe of what my grandma said. She definitely didn't confront my grandma in person. And it was just like very standoffish. And I know like the whole family really doesn't mess with her. Like I said, I don't know her like that, but from the G, that's what I know. But yeah. If you wonder why I act the way I am and I have the mouth I have, just remember this story time, guys. This was like what? Who else got a story like this? But yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little lighthearted story time from my childhood. I hope it made you laugh a little bit. I think that I will be back after my birthday. Y'all, this weather is not looking cute for my birthday weekend. Okay. But I hope it picks up, y'all, because I don't want to cancel plans. I think I want to just take it easy on my birthday weekend and have my plans still go. So this might be the last time you guys see me until maybe like a week. Unless my birthday plans get ruined and I feel like filming on my birthday weekend. But yeah, November 16th. I'll catch y'all on the other side. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.